Sammy, new year, new start. I guess after last week, it was a tough defeat to take on the road.
Yeah, definitely. I think everyone's taking the game pretty personally. I think that it's a tough place to go, but I think looking back at it, we missed out and we've learned quite a lot from it. I think the way they play and the way they operated on that day, we can take a lot of that moving forward, and that's what the coaches have done, tried to flip it on its head and making sure that we all look at the details of the game and look to move forward from it.
The good thing about sport is you don't have to wait long to put things right, and you've got this weekend to do it, haven't you, against what will be another tough test.
Yeah, that's it. I think from a personal point of view, I wanted to play like the next day, just get back out there and try and right the wrongs that we made on the weekend. But yeah, it's a good thing that we've got a game like Northampton coming up, another massive game for us. Hopefully we can be the right side of the result and put a decent performance in. A
pivotal block though, isn't it? 4 of your next 5 here at Sandy Park. You've got to make home advantage count. You know, it's the old cliche, home is a fortress and things like that, but you've really got to do it, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely. I think, like I said, it's a massive opportunity for us, and we love playing at home in front of a home crowd, like always get behind us. So I think if we can make the most of that, drive some really good performances, like I said, 4 out of 5 of them at home, so try and get those games to be as good as we can be, and then that puts us right back up the table again with the competition as it is this year.
Knowing you as a group, you would have questioned yourself, wouldn't you, after the Sarries game, and probably some talking amongst you as players, not even with coach input. You just would have said that wasn't good enough and we want to go better.
Yeah, that was a key message within the players' meeting. I think we just wanted to have a look and honest chat with ourselves, and this week, training-wise, has been massive better. We've made strides in the game, and yeah, I think it's been obviously the result wasn't great, but I think the result from the meetings and the training sessions have been really good, and I think we'll learn a lot from that game in the future.
Rob spoke this morning that there is no looking to Johannesburg and Pretoria and trips to South Africa next week. It's full focus on this weekend. What are you expecting from Northampton? As you say, they will be attacking from everywhere pretty much.
Yeah, Northampton, they've got some really good backs and they like to play with run, kick, pass options, so it's for us to stop a few of those with our defence and trying to limit their options at the line so they can't play all three. I think our defence is set up perfectly for that, so just get on top of them and try and get the ball back and then try and ignite our attack again and put the ball back onto them.
From your own perspective, when you look back at 2022 on a playing front, you've started to make real ground, haven't you, and establish yourself as one of the best nines here at the club.
Yeah, I think it's been a good year for me. I think at the latter stage of last year, I managed to start playing a bit more regular rugby for Chiefs, which I've always wanted to do, and it's been the main reason why I wanted to play rugby was because of this club. So yeah, I mean, I've been loving playing, and I think the support from the other nines as well has been awesome, from Jack, Stewie and the likes of Bex and also Kenzie. It's really nice to have them around you. So I mean, as a group, we're always growing, and when they come back from injury, the competition will be even harder. So yeah, it'll be good to see what comes up in the future. You
talk about Bex and Kenzie there, but they're part of this growing group of youngsters that are the next generation of players, and I'm going to include you in that as well. You're still young on that, but Rob's talked a lot that we're rebuilding, aren't we? It's going to take a few tough results and time to do things, but we are moving at a pace that people don't realise.
Yeah, I think it's difficult, isn't it? Because when you look at the ages probably in the squad, it's like we're quite young, but we're quite an established team. So we've got to feel that pressure, but we've also got to learn a lot quicker than we've probably had to do in the past. So I mean, as long as we're learning the lessons that the coaches are giving us, and also from the games that we're playing in, then I think down the line we'll be a really good squad again, and definitely we're making strides.
I was going to say, you've followed a tough act, aren't you? Because guys before you have been top 2 for 5-6 years. Yeah. You've got to learn on the job a lot quicker, as you say.
Yeah, definitely. And I think although this can be a really good thing for us because we're not learning it, allowing mistakes. I mean, when you make a mistake in the Premiership, like I've done many times, I think you get punished. So those lessons have to be learned and then move on from them as well. But yeah, the lads are so good at helping you out with just staying calm when you're under pressure, and also just keeping you moving forward. I think that's a massive lesson that we've learned from the boys here. Is just mistake, move on. Mistake, move on. But yeah, that's been good.
Finally, 2023 could be something special. These next 5-6 weeks could define your season. If you go well, shoot yourself up in the Premiership. do well in Europe, you're going to be sitting pretty going into that last stages.
Yeah, massively so. I think we talk about rebuilding, but I think, like you say, if we bang in and give some good results, and with the players that we've got, especially with the ones, you know, potentially looking to move on next season, I think it'd be awesome to send them away with some really good victories and potentially even pushing into some good cup competitions, especially that we've got 3 potentially in the go. We've got the Cup still in play, Premiership still in play, and Europe still in play. So I think that we're not down and out by any means, and rebuilding is something that potentially is something going on, but we've still got the players that we can go out and win a Premiership and a European Cup, so I think it's very exciting.